by wisdom, heaven's gates are open. By understanding, you order the season, you arrange the night and the day. You can do everything that is right, because he went with the stick and laid it the way he was asked to lay it. He did everything. He carried out the instruction. He never greeted anybody. He never saluted anybody. He came with the staff and laid it, and the baby still refused to come back to life. He did everything that was right, but there was still no result. He was prayerful, but there was no result. He was doing everything he should do, but there was no result. Why? The heart. And can I show you, you can do everything right and your heart is still wrong. You don't believe me? 2 Chronicles 25 verse 1 and 2. Always in church, always giving, always receiving, but that the heart can be completely wrong. And you know you can deceive men, but you can't deceive God. Amaziah was 20 and 5 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 20 and 9 years in Jerusalem, and his mother's name was Jehoiada of Jerusalem. Now look at this. Everybody look up. He did that which was right in the sight of the Lord. Read the remaining part. Did everything right, but not with a perfect heart. Always in church, not with a perfect heart. Always preaching, not with a perfect heart. Always organizing miracle services, not with a perfect heart. Always contributing, not with a perfect heart. He did everything that was right. He laid the stick on the boy. He did not salute anybody. He carried out every instructions, but not with a perfect heart. It is possible. The first reason Gehazi will not receive anything, the motives were corrupted. You can follow a man. A lot of spiritual sons follow because they want platforms. Corrupted motives. A lot of spiritual sons follow because they want endorsement. Wrong motive. Can endorsement happen? Yes. Can platform come? Yes. But that if that's the major reason you are following, the heart is corrupt. Are you understanding what I'm saying? I follow because I need assistance. Assistance can come. But if that's the only reason you are following, the motive is wrong. You might never carry the real thing. So number one, the heart was wrong. The heart was wrong. Number two reason Gehazi will not receive. He followed because of gain and not grace. He followed because of gain and not grace. And it's still related to what I was saying now. He followed because of what he could get. And as he was following, he was checking. He was very sensitive to what was available. And that was the reason he could not receive. 2 Kings 5 and verse 20. Elijah had cured Naaman of leprosy and refused to collect anything from him, because freely have you received. Refused to collect money for that healing. And then the Bible said, when Naaman was returning back and going back home, all of a sudden, Gehazi said to himself, why will I remain here and not collect this gift? The man brought a seed, my master refused. The man brought gold, my master refused. He brought all kinds of precious offering, my master refused. But Gehazi, the servant of Elisha, the man of God, said, behold, my master has spared Naaman the Syrian in not receiving all that he brought. But as the Lord liveth, he even swore by the Lord. There are people like that with wicked and corrupt heart. You are still seeing the corruption of the heart? Forget my master, forget my spiritual father, forget my mentor. I swear by the Lord, I must follow him. And the Bible says he ran after him and took something out of him. Let's verse. So Gehazi followed after Naaman. And when Naaman saw him running after him, he lighted down from the chariot to meet him and said, is all well? And he said, all is well. My master has sent me. Behold, even now, there become to me from Mount Ephraim 2 young men of the son. The guy had a constructed and constructive lie. Well organized lies. King James English lie. My master have sent me, saying, behold, even now there come to me from Mount Ephraim 2 young men of the sons of the prophet. Give me, I pray thee, a talent of silver and 2 changes of raiment. And Naaman said, be content, take 2 talents. I brought so many, he didn't even collect anything. Now that he wants 1, take 2. And he urged him and bound 2 talents of silver in 2 bags with 2 changes of raiment, and led them upon 2 of his servants, and they bare them before him. And when he came to the tower, of course he can't arrive there with those things and those protocols. He took them from their hands and bestowed them in his house, and he allowed them to go, and they departed. His heart was corrupted. He followed because of gain, not because of grace. The moment he saw an opportunity, he jumped on it. Don't follow because of gain, no. Follow because of grace. Grace can bring gain. Grace can bring prophet offering. Grace can bring whatever you are looking for. It can bring it. It can bring it. The man went and lied. They even attached protocols to him. Attached protocols, carried offering, and went. And he appeared before his master and spoke English. Can you even continue the reading? Let me show you something. He was supposed to inherit the spirit of his master, but you will see what he carried eventually. But he went in and stood before his master Elisha and said unto him, whence cometh thou, Gehazi? And he said, thy servant went no whither. I didn't go anywhere. I have been around. The man was gifted in lying. And he said unto him, went not my heart with thee? Was my spirit not with thee? When you turned around and collected things from this man, was my spirit not with you? Never follow a man because of what you can get. Follow and let your eye be on the grace. Some of you came for this conference. Some of you might be outside. Some of you might be far away. You might not even have had a special seat to sit. Let your eye be on the grace. Let it be on grace. When I used to go to Koinonia in Zaria, who was looking for seat? You will see me running with everybody. I remember one of the occasions, I sat second to the last row at the back. At the back. And even there, my heart was, oh God. You know, there are people, when they are not treated the way they feel they should be treated, that's their disconnection from that service. The heart is corrupt. You won't carry it like that. When you come, wherever it is, I want to carry something. I want to carry something. Your eyes on the grace. And this is how we know who is carrying it or not. There are people I'm seeing here that are pioneering great ministries, but they are casually seated somewhere. They don't even care, and that's it. I'm not here because I want to be recognized. I want to carry something for my generation. If I can carry it now, you will know me tomorrow. You will know me tomorrow. Let your eye be on grace. Let it not be on what you can get. At times when you follow fathers, you might not even have the kind of access you desire. You might not have the kind of closeness you desire. Please, let me tell you, let me show you something. You can learn from distance by observation. You are just observing the grace and observing the way things are being done. It's an intelligent way to learn. You learn by observation. No, me, I want to sit down there. Let's. At times it might not always work that way. Depending on who you are following. At times, can I tell you, it is your growth that increases your access. So before you get that growth, just follow passionately and ensure that you are able to collect something that eventually will create a space for you. This is very important, brothers and sisters. Number 3 reason he could not receive anything. He used his father's name to defraud people. He used his father's name to lie and defraud people. He could not carry anything. Chapter 5, verse 21. Same 2 King. He followed Naaman, next verse, and said, my master said, even when his master did not say anything. My master said, even when his master had not said anything. My master said, he lied. In fact, there are people that can even lie on their... It's not like they are just reporting a lie from him. They are putting a lie on him. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like my master said. They are even saying, do you know my master? This is who he is. I mean, they are putting a lie on him. They are two different things. You can report a lie from a man. You are trying to say what he did not say, and you can put a lie on him. There are people like that. There are people using the privilege of connection to defraud others. Using the privilege of connection. In fact, one time, one of our young men here got arrested. He was in the police cell for 4 days. Another pastor friend used his connection to him, used his phone and everything to collect money in hundreds of thousands from someone. And they arrested him. He was in police cell for 4 days. I didn't even know. There are people like that. Don't ever believe everybody is as sincere as you. There are people with wicked hearts. They might even be pastors. They might be acclaimed ministers, but they don't love the Lord like you do. Believe it. He lied. One time, a young lady came and told me, I think I was counseling in Kefi, and told me if I know so man of God from so place. I said, I don't know him. He said, he told me he knows you. And then he defrauded that lady because of his acclaimed connection to me. And the lady believed him. You mean you know Apostle Jonathan? If that's the case, believed him, and he collected everything he should collect. And quite honestly, I didn't even know the young man. There are people like that. This is why right now I'm even careful to snap with people. Because at times snapping with the wrong person can be a way of implicating yourself. And that's what we do now. We love it, this generation. The moment you want to snap, the moment, there is nothing wrong with snapping. But as God even start lifting you, be careful who you snap with. People can use that picture to do things in your name you are not aware of. Right now, as I travel around, people meet me. Apostle, can I snap? At times I tell them I don't like pictures. It's my face. It's not our face, it's my face. I don't like pictures. Do you understand? Just a way of shying away from all of that. Because there are people that can do anything in your name. Anything. Why won't he carry that grace? He lied to his father. This was another one. He lied to his father. After lying to Naaman, that his father said, he came to his father and lied to his father. Where are you coming from? Verse 25 down. He said, your servant went nowhere. Your servant has always been around. I didn't go anywhere. He now said, was my spirit not with you? Even if your father is not prophetic to know by the spirit, you should know that his heart is with you. His spirit is with you. Even if he doesn't see and say, okay, you are in so place now, believe me, his spirit is with you. When you lie, there is a throne that judges it. Yes. He lied.
Some can even lie to their fathers openly. There are times they are just looking at you, they know that everything you are saying is a lie. At times it's just a way of just letting you go. Finish what you are saying and just get out. Most times there are people you can pray for and you know they are not even receiving anything. Never try to outsmart your mentor or your father or whoever you are following. That's the next thing he did. Just follow foolishly. Follow foolishly. Apostle, you mean I should follow foolishly? I shouldn't use my head. What if it gives me wrong instruction? Why will you follow somebody that can give you wrong instructions? In the first place, you follow foolishly. See what his master told him in verse 26. When a master gives you an instruction, take it serious. Is it time to receive money? Was this the time to start receiving honorarium? There are certain instructions that can come from people you are following. You might not understand why, just follow. I'm sure they had told him earlier, this is not time to collect seed. It's not time to do this and that. When you receive instructions, follow them. At times they might not sound wise, follow them. I remember when we were in Kefi, I think I've shared this story in some of the conferences. We had a venue challenge and we're supposed to buy a land and build. And we started looking for land around. I remember we traveled around going to places looking for land. These guys were there. And I now called my father and said, Daddy, we're about to buy a land. We want to build. We have suffered with issue of venue here and there. Guess what he said? Don't build. Don't buy a land now. You can't do it. I said, but we have a problem with land. I mean, with venue. He said, you don't have a problem. Check, there is a hall around you. And guess what? We had looked for hall around here and had not seen anything. He said, there is a hall around you. You will find it. Don't buy any land. It's not yet time. It was even Pastor Atta that saw that hall we are using presently. One of those days he was just strolling and he entered there and saw a hall. He called and said, see, I've seen a hall. I think this is a hall. I think you are the one. And I went here. I told him this hall was built for us. That's what I told him. This hall was, do you know what? The hall was maybe 1 minute walk. Is it up to 1 minute? From where we used to, is it up to 1 minute walk? It's not even up to 1 minute walk. No, do you understand what I'm saying? Where we used will be like that overflow space. You can literally walk in 40 seconds. And we didn't know there was a hall. Somebody in Zaria said there is a hall close to you. What kind of life is that? Is that how blind I am, both physically and spiritually? Both spiritually and physically? Somebody in Zaria said there is a hall around you. I said we have searched, there is no hall. He said don't buy any land, so look for that hall. The hall was 40 seconds walk away from where we're having problem with. 40 seconds. Not up to 1 minute. You can literally, in fact, you can even see it from where you are standing.